Good morning everyone. So today we will discuss chapter number 6, spreadsheet and introduction. So this chapter is based on Microsoft Excel, but before starting Microsoft Excel we will discuss spreadsheet software. So first point is spreadsheet software allows us to organize data and perform calculations on the data. It means it is a type of software that organize or that store the data in the form of rows and columns, and it can perform various calculations on the data. For example, we can store the marks information of different students and we can calculate total marks and percentage of the students. Next point is Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet software. It means it is a type of software, it is a type of spreadsheet software that also store the data in the form of rows and columns, and these rows and columns are called worksheets. Next point is it allows us to represent data in graphs and develop reports. It means Excel can represent or Excel can show the data in the form of graphs, and it can also develop reports. Next point is Excel file is called workbook like a notebook. It means Excel store the data in the form of file which is called a workbook, and it is like a notebook. Each workbook contains worksheets like pages in notebook. As I already told you, Excel store or organize the data in the form of file which is like a notebook. So as in a notebook there are so many pages, similarly in Excel workbook there are so many sheets, and these sheets are called worksheets. Next point is Excel allows us to organize or store data in rows and columns. It means Excel always store the data in the form of horizontal rows and vertical columns, and the collection of these rows and columns are called worksheet. So next is each worksheet has 16,384 columns and 10,48,576 rows. Next are the steps to open Microsoft Excel. So first step is we will click on the start button. Second step is we will click on the all programs. Third is we will click on the Microsoft Office, and fourth step is we will click on Microsoft Excel 2010. So with this, Microsoft Excel screen will be shown on the desktop. So this is a screen of Microsoft Excel. As you can see, the full screen is divided into rows and columns, and horizontal lines represent rows and vertical lines represent columns. So you can see the full screen is divided into number of boxes, and these boxes in Excel worksheets are known as a cells. Next is column heading. So in Excel, alphabet or we can say letters are used to identify columns. So you can see columns are marked with alphabets or letters. So these are known as a column heading. For example, you can see the first column is marked with A, second column is marked with B, and so on. So as columns are identified with letters, similarly in Excel numbers are used to identify rows. So each row is marked with numbers. So in Excel numbers are used to identify rows. So these are known as a row headings. For example, the first row is marked with number 1, second row is marked with number 2. Next is active cell. So you can see that the first box has a dark border around it. So the box or the cell which has a dark border around it, it is called active cell. And we can enter the data only in a active cell. So next point is, like each student in the class or each student in a section have a unique or different roll number. Similarly, each cell in a worksheet has a unique address which is known as a cell reference or cell address. For example, the address of the first box is A1, address of the second box is A2, and if we will move to next column, the address of the first box is B1. So next is name box. So the address of the active cell will be shown in the name box. As you can see in this one screen, our active cell is A1. So the address of our active cell A1 is shown in the name box. Next is uses of MS Excel. First point is used for manipulating numbers. So in Excel, we can store numeric data. Numeric means number data, and we can perform various calculations. As I already told you, for example, we can store the marks information of students and we can find out the percentage and total marks of the student. Similarly, we can also calculate the profit or the loss. Next point is organized data. So Excel store or organize the data in the format of rows and columns, and we can also sort. Sort means arrange the data in various ways. So for example, we can arrange the alphabetical data A to Z or Z to A. Similarly, if we consider numeric data, then we can organize or we can sort the data either in ascending order or descending order. Next point is store data as workbooks. So Excel store the data in a file which is called workbook, and inside each workbook there are so many worksheets. So the workbook is like a notebook, and like in a notebook there are so many pages. Similarly, in Excel workbook there are so many sheets which are called worksheets. So there are, in each workbook there are 255 worksheets. Next is share the data. So in Excel we can store the data and we can also share the data with others by saving the file in a PDF or HTML format.